One of the exciting features of Simtheory is the ability to search the web. This will give you the ability to find out any information you like and get a sourced summary based on the web results that you can work with and actually go off and view the sources. It's also capable of knowing about the latest news and information. So I could say best places to get steak tartare in Paris, for example. And then we get our results. So Le Bon Georges, I don't really know how to speak French, but you get the idea. And you'll see that we get these recommendations along with the sources. So finding the best steak tartare in Paris, that was that example here. And we can click off and actually see the article that was sourced to do this. And we also get some pictures, which is nice, which always makes me happy viewing these images. And so you'll see that you can very quickly search in a way that does this thing. You can also ask questions. So you could say something like, which is the largest country in Africa by population? And we can get results for that kind of information. And we see Nigeria is the largest country in Africa by population, and then we get our sources. But we can also look up other information like stock prices. So we could say, how is NVIDIA stock price doing? Significant volatility. Totally makes sense. And so here we get our latest results. That result was sourced from 1 day ago. And so you can see that getting short, quick answers with sources is something that excels in Simtheory search. So today I wanted to give you an actual use case based example though of how you could do a sort of more ongoing research using the search functionality of Simtheory. And so I've picked the use case of someone doing some meal planning for the week and wanting to know what ingredients they need to buy from the shops. This is something that happens in my family every week where we come up with a series of recipes we'd like to cook, but then you've got to painstakingly go through and work out what you need to go and buy. So I thought I'd give an example of a way you can accomplish that in Simtheory. So I'm just going to clear out my knowledge graph here as I'm going to be using that in my example. So I can say search, and let's say one night we want to have lasagna. Lasagna, I hope that's how you spell it, isn't how you spell it. Lasagna recipe simple. So let's get ourselves a simple lasagna recipe. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I've got my results, I've got these beautiful pictures. It's very exciting. I'm quite hungry, so that's really good. I'm going to highlight this information, and then I'm going to add this to my memory. And so that's now saved to my agent's memory. So I've got my first recipe saved. Now I'm going to do another one. So one night I want to have grilled salmon and mashed potatoes recipe. Hopefully I spelt all those words right. I think I did. Okay, so we've got our recipe here. And so you can see that that's actually combined two different elements that will allow us to do this. So I'm going to highlight that and save to the memory. So finally, we go out a couple of nights, right? So we only really need 3 recipes. I'm going to do one more. Let's have something like spinach pie. Spinach pie recipe. Bit harder, maybe a bit more time consuming at least, but let's get that in there. Okay, and so we've got our recipe for spinach pie. Something's gone wrong with the images there, but anyway, we don't really need that. Let's add that to memory. Okay, so can you please, based on your memory, give me a list of the ingredients I need in order to cook the 3 recipes? Okay, so let's now get our ingredients recipe. And you'll see that based on the memory, the system has gone ahead and given us the thing. So lasagna noodles, I guess it means the pastry, ground beef, cheese, mozzarella, parmesan, Italian seasoning, onion, garlic, salmon fillets, potato, butter, milk, etc., etc. And you'll see for the spinach pie, it's also given me the thing. So now I can just copy and paste this and print it out. And so using this search, I've been gradually able to build up this knowledge in order to accomplish a task that otherwise would have taken me ages. And now I've very simply done it using Simtheory's searchability and memory ability.